I'm ungracefully gonna try and make it to the boss. I've got like minutes. I don't think I'm gonna make it, to be honest. Oh, and then my screen is way big. I switched to Streamlabs, and now things are all wonky. Let's see if I can get there. Is there any chance? Any chance? I mean, it's literally going to happen any moment now. Hey, I made it. I was quite sure I was not going to make it. Oh, I have no room for anything though. Let's see here. How much time have I got? Does it say? 1 minute. Okay, so I got time to make a quick switch. Let's see if my mic's working. Mic's working. Okay. Let's get some consumables consumed, shall we?
Hello.
Sure, let's do that one. And increase armor. Sure, let's do that. 40 seconds. I made it. I was able to log on and get to the boss. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so I don't know if you heard my last rant. People complaining about how difficult it is to get to nightmare dungeons. Oh, please don't make me have to walk over there on my horse. I logged on, switched cities, rode my horse to the boss in less than a minute. In less than a minute. Because it was like 2 minutes left. It was 4 minutes when I saw it, and then I started having to get Streamlabs and everything going, and I got there in less than a minute, or maybe 90 seconds. I don't know. It was super quick. And I still had a minute left to go. I mean, if I saw it at 4 minutes and I got there in 2 minutes, you know, people, I just don't get people in the way they complain about stuff. Am I hitting him? I can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, there I am. I'm behind doing what I do. Look at that. He's dead already. What the heck? It's like, I got here, it took less than 30 seconds for that guy to bite the big one. It's like insane. That's like, what the heck, man?
Well done.
That was so fast.
I'm impressed.
Logged in, we killed him in 30 seconds. Was I playing with a bunch of 100s? Sheesh. I don't even know how I'm going to pick up stuff, to be honest. I have too much stuff here. Sacred. I don't need a sacred on me. Let's take the ancestral. And is this another sacred? Thing is, these are legendaries. Gotta take the grand cache. Thing is, if I open the grand cache, I probably won't be able to. I didn't even realize I had such a full inventory. Holy moly, that's terrible. All right, so let's go back to town. I guess I can always come back and pick those up if I really want to. Apparently, if you move, it's like I barely even got. I don't even know if I hit the guy. Okay, I probably hit it a few times, but it's just so fast. Some of these people kill things so quickly. Alrighty, let's see here. Do I need to go to the jeweler maybe? I think I probably already did all the jewelry stuff. I just need to go put my stuff in my stash, I think.
Precious
Oh
stone.
no, wow, God. I did not have enough room. Gaining room just by doing this nonsense. There you go. I don't know, is there another thing? Can you do a higher, is there a higher level one even after you've gotten a... Do I want to go back and pick up those legend to things I left behind? I don't know if I really need them, to be honest. I gotta paint tonight. Now next weekend, they're launching the season. I've been reading a bunch of stuff about it, and yeah, I just want to see it for myself. I'm hoping it's good. What can I, look, it bothers me. I'm telling you, it bothers me that people keep requesting silly conveniences. I mean, I understand conveniences. More inventory space would be great, but I want it to be logical inventory space. Bottomless inventory space is stupid. I'm telling you, it's just stupid. It's not an RPG thing. It's a lazy gamer thing. It's really what it is. You don't need to carry around 10 million pieces of equipment. What is the point? Why? Why do you need so much equipment? Just, I know. It's about what you can carry on you, right? If you think about it, this is an RPG. A role-playing game. That's what RPG stands for, people. RPG stands for role-playing game. You are playing the role of a character fighting the evils of Sanctuary. When it is not realistic, as is, to be able to carry the 10 bajillion items we already can carry. Look at this. I mean, weapons galore, armor, boots, and then on top of it, you got all these little vials of stuff, which, by the way, do stack. It appears endless. I don't mean I've never had enough to know what endless would be. Maybe you can only have stacks of 5. I don't know, but ultimately, you get a lot. Now these don't mean anything. They don't take up any. I mean, a couple of quest items, whatever. They don't take up much space. Who cares? Aspects. All right, that stuff in a real world scenario would probably be like spells in a book, right? I mean, they're not really space consuming. So I can understand maybe having an infinite space for your aspects, because to me that's like learning the spell that imbues it to the weapon. You're not adding anything to the weapon. These are not gems. They're not a thing. So, okay. I can see endless aspects. You just store them, whatever. Put them wherever you want. Because it makes sense. It makes sense in the overall scheme of things. But come on, people. You don't need to be able to carry endless amounts of stuff. Jewels, okay, jewels don't take up much space. Even decent sized ones, fancy ones. So yeah, you could maybe put a separate page on here and have it be like 10 rows. Because you can carry 1,000,000 gems. I mean, you can carry it in one little sack of bag. You can carry gems. Find gems, throw them in there. That logically makes sense for an RPG. So if all the gems get removed from your inventory, you're going to be able to carry boatloads of crap, which is already more than any human in the history of forever. It's not even about strength. This is just not practical. There's no anything. Now, I know D&D has what they call what is it? The bag of holding could hold boatloads of crap. So there you go. But I don't know. Is it endless? Is it really endless? I think it's still got a capacity limit. And I think it holds 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever. I don't know. It's still, I think it still holds less than the amount of stuff I think we're carrying. If you know D&D. And even if it doesn't, okay, maybe it does hold a pile of stuff. But fact is, it's not endless. And endless is dumb. I'm telling you. Stop asking for endless inventory. Now, I can understand maybe you want your stash to have a few extra pages. I get it. Another page or two in your stash, but come on. Especially since aspects are being stored there, right? Because aspects are really, they should just be like a separate thing, like a book of aspects. You know, they're spells basically, or knowledge and ability to scroll that, scry that into a weapon. Maybe it's a magic charm or a magic sigil or something, but it doesn't take up space, is what I'm saying. And ultimately, you know, you can put those in like a book of aspects or something that would have pages and pages, and you can flip through it. Makes sense. But even your storage capacity, I mean, we get a lot of storage space. This is a lot of storage space for an RPG. We're not talking about I don't know. I just think people, I mean, you don't need it. Under what circumstance do you need to have so much crap? There is no reason to have so much crap. And people keep asking for it. Oh, please let me store all this crap because I don't want to have to do with it. So then stop playing the game, man. I mean, you obviously, it's like people just want, it's like you want it to automatically load the stuff for you. You want it to pick your weapons for you. This one's better. Why don't you put this one on? I don't know. That's my complaint. That's my rant. I'm the opposite of all these other guys online. They all seem to think that, oh yeah, we gotta have everything easy. Don't make me walk to the dungeons. Don't make me ride a horse. Don't make me blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Did I mention the blah? Holy moly, got a lot of crap there. Oh, there's some good ones. So anyway, yeah, I think people just need to get over it. And there are games. I think there's a game called Endless Dungeon or something that you just go in and you just plow through stuff, and that's all you do. You just fight one dungeon. It's one dungeon. It's got all the stuff. It does all the things. It's nothing but an endless slog through bad guys. That's what you want. Go play that. Diablo is an RPG, a role-playing game. There is environment. It's cool because there's people to buy and sell goods to. You travel. You encounter stuff while you travel. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't give you as much experience as the other stuff. Well, of course not. You know, I mean, you're killing stuff out in the wild. This stuff ain't set up to be your biggest bads. You travel through it. You can, if you're strong enough, you just plow through it anyway. Yes, you have to get off your horse for 2 seconds. Whoopee. All right, 30 seconds. But still, it's not a big deal, people. Play the game as what it's meant to be. It's an RPG. It's an environment game, and enjoy the surroundings. And if that's not what you want, go find a game where all you have to do is go to the next fight. Battle fight, battle fight, battle fight. There's lots of games like that. There are plenty of games in the world that'll, I mean, set up teleports. If it doesn't fit within the game, I mean, it'd be like playing D&D, and when you sit down, you say, all right, you fought the boss. Just go ahead and when you're ready, we'll go to the next boss. When you're ready, we'll go to the next boss. Oh, don't worry about your stuff. We're going to go ahead and just have it all be in town for you. And you can have this remote item that just lets you look through all the stuff that goes to your town. It's infinite. You can put all 15 billion things in your in your dungeon back there. So all you do is go boss, 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 boss. Lame. Lame. Not fun. There's no story to that. I know. That's a problem with, and this is why I have a little trouble with what Diablo 4 is post level 70 or so. Because once you've kind of completed all the little missions and you've gotten stuff, what are you playing for? It's kind of cool. I don't mind the walking from place to place, but it's like just to get better gear, fight the same monsters with better gear, because that's what it is. You really just, by this point, once you're by mid 70s, you have fought everything the game has, right? You've done most of the missions, you've gone through all the dungeons, almost all of them. They're all pretty much the same anyway, and they're all pretty similar. And you may have gotten all the ones pertaining to your guy, but really, you've done most of the stuff. You can go look for Lilith altars, maybe. There's a few little things along the way that you can pick up and try to maximize, optimize. Maybe that's what you're playing for, just to get everything, completist, get the whole thing done. But even then, you could probably get all that done by level 80. I think you could pretty much complete everything by level 80 if you focus on it. And then at that point, there's really no point. It's like you've done everything. All you're doing now is plowing through stuff to get more stuff. Now hopefully the season stuff will add more content. You'll get some more new bosses, some new things that maybe things will come into the game where eventually your what do they call it? The non-season world. There's a term they use that'll take you to what do you call it? I don't have my chat screen up, so I'm gonna flip over to my chat screen here, just so that I have it. I feel like I should probably have my chat up. I forgot my Streamlabs doesn't show my chat. It's probably not good. I'm gonna just give me a minute here. I don't know if anybody's even around watching, but I'm gonna turn it on just in case. Don't want to be that guy. Okay, there we go. Let's go to chat. All right. Anyway, so yeah, it bothers me. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna rant about it pretty much all the time. Just like all these other online streamers who rant the opposite direction. It's a janky horse. It is not a janky horse. Yes, you run into stuff, you stop. Duh. If you don't know how to ride a horse, you're gonna have problems riding the horse. You're not an expert at riding horses. Granted, this is a computer horse and it runs into weird stuff. Oh, don't make me stop because there's guys out there, bad guys, blocking the road, and I have to get off and kill them. Oh no, I'm stopping me. It's gonna make me spend an extra minute before I can get to the dungeon I've done 47 times today. You won't hear me cuss, but I will mock all of you babies. It's funny. I laugh a little bit at this because I'm not so averse to these features that if they put them in, I won't use them. I don't think we need them, and I think it's making the game more boring. It's just more repetitive, more uninteresting, because we're just starting to do the same old stuff, So if all you do is go to the same dungeon all the time, so what do you think? 12 point. I'm trying to decide on which gate to go to next to get my next Paragon board on the board. I don't have these guys ready because I don't have the 360 intelligence, so that one I do. But I got to go towards another one of these nodes. Now this one's faster. I can get there in what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get there in 7 if I go this way. But ultimately, I need pile boatload of intelligence on this one. Which one has the most intelligence? That one's going to hit maybe 2 intelligence, maybe 10 along the way. This one will hit 10 along the way. That one hits 10 along the way. So really not much benefit to going either one of those directions, to be honest. I can go this way and hit 15. I can go this way, hit 10. So what do I get along the way? A 15% overpower damage. You keep giving yourself guaranteed overpower chances. That's a pretty good one. Werebear skill damage. I can get 2. I can get 10% on my werebear skill. I'm almost always a werebear. That's what I am. I do everything as a werebear. But it's got to be a werebear skill, which means my swing, my pulverize, which is a big one for me, and then there's then of course my trample, which are my big ones. Trample and pulverize. I've got pulverize pretty good. It does a lot. But overpower, you know, when it does happen, it's an extra 15%. And overpower, you know, there's building up your fortification, doing extra 12.5 to healthy to enemies, which is nice because it doesn't matter what your attack is. It's just like when you first hit something, it's taking an extra 10-12%. That's a pretty significant bump in initial impact. So when you charge into this stuff, it's taking a big hit, right? And then hopefully you get it down low enough that your follow-ups, like my landslide and all those things that come in that kill stuff off, or my final pulverize, are pretty effective in what they do. And I am trying to get one thing up to 15 on here. That's going to try to maximize this, because I don't have this either. I need 10 more willpower within radius, which basically means these two, to get this thing maximized when I hit level 15. Let's do that, because I'm going to go do a nightmare dungeon right now. Get it on the throat. I'm not that close, actually. I'm level 10. But let's go deal with my goodies. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not playing this very long. I'm gonna go do a couple nightmare dungeons maybe, but in the meantime, so I wish I had more subscribers so I could complain to more people. So hey, if you want to help me out, subscribe. Give me people to complain to. I think it's I want to see if there's anyone out there besides myself who feels like the things people are asking for are lazy. Am I the only one who thinks it's just lazy? Am I the only one out there? Let's see, damage reduction from enemies, 114. That's pretty good. What else? I got lightning, damage reduction, ultimate skill damage. Ultimate skill's not bad. 17.5 out of a possible 21. Damage while in human form. I don't do human form. What the heck nonsense is that? I'll get rid of that. An ancestral legendary chest armor barrier up to 4,800. That's a nice barrier. And it happens every 30 seconds. It's not too bad. All right, what do we got here? Damage reduction from distant enemies. Damage reduction from close enemies. Cyclone. Debilitating roar. I like my debilitating roar. What have I got? What is my current armor anyway? Oh, that's my my true form werebear keeps me in werebear form. I should probably get that item that says when you're in werebear form you get an extra 30% blah blah blah. Gain 1 additional companion. Oh yeah. I'm using the, that's 36%. What is my current thing? Oh wow. Well, I must have a weak one on here, because look at that. It's it says gain 1 additional companion. In addition, your companion skills deal 12% bonus damage. This one is, oh, it's a two-handed weapon, I bet. Ah, it's a staff, that's why. But still more, because it's half, right? So if it's if it's a two-handed weapon, it's double. But at half, that's 18%. That's still better. I think I'm gonna have to. I'll have to go take that aspect off. I don't want the staff, but 18% is better than 12. I'll take that one. All right. So what else we got here? I'm definitely not going to take a reduction in armor here. Let's get rid of that. A lot of damage reduction. Lightning damage. See, I don't know what I would fix on that one. It's too much to fix. Besides, I'm not planning to get rid of my armor anytime soon. I need to get that one on my stuff that says for every few seconds you're a werebear. Once you've hit, you get bonus for being in werebear form. Well, I'm not going to use that. Not going to use that. Two-handed mace. Not going to use that. 13. I like the stand still and the and for every second or werebear ones, because I could sit there just when I'm a werebear, I'm going to be that all the time. I'm basically always a werebear because I don't do any other attacks. And then if you do the one where you're standing still, like if you're standing toe to toe with some turd, I'm getting like the full 30 seconds and then the full 30 seconds for being toe to toe with him. Now it's assuming he's not one of those boneheads that keeps running away. There's a guy I can't beat. He's sitting in one of these caves. He's got vampire capability, and I cannot kill him fast enough. He just keeps healing himself. It's so annoying. So freaking annoying, man. I hate it. I hate it when people act like when guys just won't die when you're trying to kill them. It's way weaker. Shred, 26% ain't bad, but yeah, I can't sell that anyway. Here. Gloves. Where are my current gloves? 706, 731 width, but I get the pulverize on it. And I can put stuff on. That's not the problem. This is 732. It's not even. I want items that are bigger than my current. Restore 8% primary resource. Lucky hit up to 20% chance to slow. See, I do spend a lot of time in my gear, and I know a lot of people hate this aspect of RPGs, but I'm telling you, if you hate this aspect of RPGs, go play something else. Stop asking for them to take all that work away from you. I don't want to do all my stuff. It takes too long. I can't do 5,000 in dungeons, nightmare dungeons, the same one over and over again. I can't do it with us. It's too much work. Ugh. Look, people are managing to hit 100, no problem. Yes, and they've probably done it by 2 or 3 characters by now. I don't know why they want to go that far. Like I said, I'm not sure why you'd want to. So this, oh, look at that. That's a bonus 25% Earth and Bulwark. That's like maximum. 15 to 20 Ancestral, so you get 25%. Definitely going to keep that. I don't know yet. I keep thinking I'm going to try Earth and Bulwark, but that means fully 100% giving up my pets. Or giving up one of my skills. That's another thing. Does it make sense to give up a skill? I don't think I can. I don't think there's a way. I'd have to have a lot of things that can recharge my skills. See, like with a barbarian, you could probably give up your base attack because I think it has like a bunch of other skills that can restore your skills. So if you're able to wait, you can take a couple shots and get some back, or if like ones that say when you're hit you get some back, or any number of things that can help get it back. Those are good. Nature's Fury, yeah, I still use that. But the question is, see, that one's barely 721. I mean, that's with it fully leveled up. I mean, this is 740, almost 740. Plus 10, plus 9. To start, I mean, they're going to get a big bump when you start leveling them. 41 dex, 20 to all stats. That's got a lot going on to it, man. It's like max, some really good stuff. Lightning resistance, movement speed, cold resistance, dodge chance. Yeah. I have to think about it if I get an intelligence one, because I really need to get some intelligence up. Alright, so ancestral rare ring. I'm not one of those people that's so rich that they can just blow money. I got 7 million, but that's, if I start wasting it too much on upgrades, I won't be able to do anything. Alright, so 4.8 hit chance. Physical damage, poison damage. What are my current rings? That one's not terribly huge. I mean, that one's only 685. Well, that one's 751. That's much higher. I got a high Grizzly Rage on here too. Critical strikes while Grizzly Rage is active increase your critical strike damage for 10% for the duration. Huh. So you can get pretty good if you can get a lot of critical strikes going. I need a better critical strike chance. I think if I had that, I keep, you know, things like my Grizzly Rage, with if I can get my critical strike chance up, I mean, that adds 5.6%, but I need to get it like, what's this one? This one doesn't do any critical strike chance. I don't have that much critical strike chance. What is it? Critical strike chance is only 37%, so it's getting close to 1 in, what, 1 in 3? Or close to 2 out of every 5 swings is a critical hit. It's not bad, but it would be better if it was like 50%. And then those criticals, and then the more you hit, the more you do. While I'm a Grizzly. Problem with Grizzly is like you've sucked up so much of your stuff by the time you turn Grizzly. You don't get to use it very much. I do get 15 seconds of it, so. And see, this is another thing. That's 766. That's actually really high. So lucky hit chance, physical damage, poison damage. I would definitely recycle the poison damage on this one. 21.5 ain't bad. Damage to stunned enemies, and that's crowd controlled. And there are a bunch of things that I'm working on that are trying to get things crowd controlled. So that's actually not bad. But it says 2 stunned enemies. See, my problem isn't doing the damage to them, it's turning it on. You know, actually stunning them, actually getting them to a state where that matters. Now, I can do that with my trample. But it's like, yeah, I would have to replace this one. And I definitely would want this. That's my 665. You know what? I might have to think about that one. That's 85. This is probably 80 more just to start. And then I get to level it up. I have to think about that. All right, what do we got here? No, this is a second strike one too. That's only a sacred, but still. Oh, that's a maximum 12. I should probably keep that somewhere. Got to take that in. Well, let's see. Is it any good though? You know, even at 712, this is the same ability, maximum damage. At the very least, I should be using this ring. Because there's no reason not to. This is just a sacred version that starts at 712. This one only goes 665. It's already bigger than this. Now, I would have to do some... Man, that's actually got a lot of pretty decent stats, too. Wait, what are the numbers? Let's see. 3.5. It's right in the middle. 9, almost max. 11.5 vulnerable damage. It's on the low end. And so is damage to crowd-controlled enemies, which are the 2 most important ones there. And I could try to recycle them, see what's there. Never know what it can give me, but I still think it's better than the one I have on. I'd have to put a socket in it too. But that's actually pretty good. Basic skills gain 16% attack speed. So what is that, about an extra... You get an extra 1.5 swings every 10? Is that what that is? Or out of every 20, you get 3 more swings. Out of every 20 swings, you get an extra 3. Yeah. That can be... That's going to have to be gotten rid of. Okay. So this is one that I've been thinking about. I've been seeing this. I think I'd rather have a sacred version of it because it only restores 3, but it's crowd when you crowd control an enemy. So if I'm doing vulnerable doesn't do it, but if you like can stun a bunch of guys, like my trample would tends to stun people. If I can stun, a boatload of guys off my trample, bam, I'm going to get me an extra. I might get as much as maybe 10, 50, 30 of my points back. Probably an extra slam in there, It's actually not bad. 3 out of 4. That's probably not going to get much better unless it's ancestral. So this is one that I've been looking at too. Look at that. Lucky hit. 26% out of 30. Oh, but it's only with lightning damage. Up to 26% chance when dealing lightning damage. Oh, I don't deal lightning damage. I mean, I kind of do sometimes. I have things that deal lightning damage. It'd be kind of cool to build a lightning damage guy, though. Because there's like a lot of like lightning things that can go on when you're dealing lightning damage. This can do lightning damage. Then you have things that'll like create lightning bolts whenever you do stuff. Like if you do this, then a lightning bolt will chase them down. Or so all these different things. And then on top of it, you get like an extra 26% when dealing that damage. And to overload the target for 3 seconds, causing any direct damage you deal to them to pulse to damage surrounding enemies. I mean, that works against bosses, right? And if they're bringing in friends, that's kind of one of the things. Because you can't... Okay, so the basic guys don't matter, right? Because they're going to die almost immediately. Most guys die really quick. Once you start getting good, really it comes down to how quickly you kill the elites and the bosses, right? And the thing is, elites and bosses are not usually with friends. I mean, they are at first, but you plow through and you kill all their friends, and then it's just them and you. There's 1 or 2 of them. So yeah, the pulsing and that stuff could be nice if they're sitting around each other, but it doesn't really come to fruition when you're just dealing with one dude. So ultimately what you want is to be able to effectively clearing house and get it down to the elites, and then have the abilities and skills to pummel those elites so that you can take them out just as quick, or very quick. Maybe not just as quick, but maybe they're the last one standing and you go over there and zap them for whatever you do. So yeah, I think it's it's 706. What is this one? 724. Now, ancestral. Okay, so 2 ranks of pulverized. What have I got here? 3 ranks of pulverized, and it can go up to 4. How come I can't get that, man? I feel like... I'd have to do the werewolf skills. Can you get 2 things? Like the top one there says ranks of pulverized, but the third one says critical strike damage. But this one has... The 4th one is 3 ranks of pulverized. So if I wanted that particular thing, would I have to go to the 4th one? I think there's actually a thing that talks about those. I'm gonna look. Okay, so there's this website my son actually pointed out to me. It's called Diablo 4 gear affixes, and you can go to like Druid, and let's see. Let's turn this on. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. It's kind of cool. And anybody who plays this game knows all this stuff, right? I'm just preaching to the choir here. If you already know this stuff, don't hate me, okay? Where'd it go? Wait. Oh. Alright, here we go. So let's, I don't know. I'll put it up here in the corner for now. So what this thing shows is, like you pick your character, and what it kind of shows you what things you can get on your stuff. This is the stuff that you can build in. So all classes can get this stuff, right? Is what it says. This is the druid. I don't think there's any kind of specific like leveling or type of weapon, but like things you can get from, like if I want, like I'll look, for example, I'm looking at gloves. Let's go look at gloves. Okay. So it doesn't specifically say that any particular slot can't be a thing, but like pulverize, 2 to 3 ranks of pulverize. Now what I don't understand is on my character here, this item here says 2. It doesn't have a 2 to 3 rank. It just says 2 ranks of pulverize, druid only. Well, I know that, but why doesn't it say 2 to 3? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't say 2 to 3. The range should be 2 to 3. Shouldn't just be 2 with an option of 2. Unless they've changed it. You can no longer get 2 to 3, but this says 2 to 3. So unless they've changed it. But, yeah. So for the druid, I can get all kinds of these things. Lightning storm, shred, storm skill, cooldown, critical strike damage with werewolf skills, critical strike damage with earth skills. See, there's a lot of werewolf stuff. You can't even get bear stuff on gloves. But in fact, none of these things. Pulverize, I guess, is a bear theme. Strength, willpower. Some people like to get stats. Stats are good when you're trying to get your legendary nodes and all your rare nodes to get fully powered up, because you have to put stuff on them. Critical strike, damage to injured enemies. I like this. Damage to injured enemies. Okay, I'm pretty good at coming in and getting a good whack down on their first walk in. But it's bosses that I really need them. I need this. So once I get a guy down, he starts taking even more damage. He gets worse. He's faster. 21 to 35%. Getting a 35% damage to injured enemies. I like the injured enemies damage. To me, that's like awesome. Now, I know they say vulnerable damage because there's all these multipliers and other crap that goes on, but this is rare. Finding a good one with damage to injured enemies is definitely a challenge. Like here, look. That one has injured enemies, but it's only 10%. And mine only goes up to 18%. That says it could be 21 to 35. Oh, this is a sacred. So obviously, finding me an ancestral one. This is ancestral, but that doesn't have damage to injured enemies. Neither does this. But yeah, getting a big damage to injured enemies would be really nice. 3, it doesn't give me any extra armor, so it must be about the same. Yep, same. But I haven't charged it yet either. I mean, this is base damage, right? That's 731. That's 731 leveled up. An extra 36 decks. I don't really need 36 decks more, but what would I get rid of? Chance to slows, more crowd controlling. That's nice. 20%. Ooh, that's really high. 5% chance to restore 8% primary resource, which can be 7 to 14. 8 is okay. Chance to restore 8% of your primary resource. That's like a 1 in 20 chance to get a tenth of your, for me, that's, considering how much things cost, a 1 in 20 chance. I like things that give me my primary resource back. So I actually think that's a really good item. I'm going to hold it down here. I might level some stuff and just play with it, you know. So I probably won't be selling much more. I'm not going to do this right now. So this sacred legendary stuff, unless it's really good, is probably not gonna. Let's go to the blacksmith. Oh, this is that lame blacksmith. She doesn't do anything. Why? What is with her?
An oxen wool master who stood taller than all. She freed us.
Why won't she sell stuff? What kind of a weird blacksmith is she? Ah, weirdo. What's my situation here? Hey, I'm wasting a lot of time. Let's go to the map. I have to go somewhere where I can go to a blacksmith that actually works. Not just stands there and mumbles on about the same old problems. So anyway, that's the cool tool that I use to try to determine what I can get. Now, whether or not I will get, that's a whole other thing. Nothing cool? Nothing gonna give me a neat new thing? Oh, shoot. Which items did I want to get? Yeah, let's just dump that one. That's a pretty good barrier, and it is ancestral, so I'm gonna have to keep that. Shred, 26%. Just don't do wolf. I don't want to do wolf. I feel like the game's trying to force me to be a wolf, so I don't want to be a wolf. Call me stubborn. 16, that's only half of what it can be, so I'm getting rid of that. Tornado, look at that. If you're doing tornadoes, 6 targets. That's really good. I'm gonna have to keep that one. All right, so, and that one's pretty good too. I mean, maybe not the ring itself, but they are sacreds. But I don't have the ancestrals yet, so I gotta at least get the ones I can get. And this, I think, I want to take off and put on my current item because it's actually really good. Even this, I don't do lightning, but I might keep the item off of it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna go. The next place is gonna be the occultist. And there's a lot of people when they play the games, and they're clicking everywhere, and you're just like watching their screens flip flopping out, and you're just. It's like, I'm impressed. I'm impressed at their focus capability to do that. It's like, wow, dude, you're really good at your navigating there. All right, this is another one, which I'm definitely taking this. I won't be putting this on right now, but. And this is really good. 2 to 6. Look at that. It's a two-handed, so it might be normally 1 to 3 for a single weapon, but still, it's max. So. Now this ring again, it's 3 out of a possible 4. Taking that off for sure. $25. It's a nice earthen bulwark, and 82 is really good. What is my current item? Elite enemies. Damaging an elite enemy grants you barrier. Didn't I just take a really good one of those barriers? Look at that. Damaging an elite enemy grants you 4,880. The one I have now is like half that. Not even half that. Because obviously I put an ancestral onto a sacred onto an ancestral. Now I've got an actual, so that's a huge upgrade. I will definitely put that on the same item, probably. I mean, I don't see a reason to I mean, 771. The item I have is not better than that. Well, that's 802. Earthen Bulwark. Yeah, that's a maximum Earthen Bulwark. Hurricane I don't use. 3 ranks of Trample. Wow. What are my current pants? That one has 3 ranks of Trample. What else has this got? Maybe I can do something with that. Maybe it is worth the replacement. I'd have to replace Hurricane. But I don't know if I have the need for Strength. What else I got on here? Yeah, but see, Strength and Hurricane, I almost never use Hurricane other than when it casts from my... I mean, I don't try to make Hurricane go. It does fire a lot, mind you, but it's not my... I got like a 20% chance of the Hurricane triggering every time I do like my trample or something. 802 is pretty high. Huh. Now look at that. It also gives you barrier. While injured, your potion also grants 20% maximum life as barrier. What is my maximum life? 3,000, so 300 barrier. When I use a potion, it's not much, but it's not terrible. I mean, it's a short barrier, right? 300, it's like the next hit will absorb it all. But it's, you know, something. Oh, 20%. Did I say 20% is like... Okay, so it's 600. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not as good as this thing that gives me 4,000. So I thought about using that, but I don't know if I'm going to. It's -4. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it. Alright, so... Well, that's the ring I was thinking about using. I'm not sure if I want to pull these off or not. I was actually thinking I might switch this ring. Lucky, physical, vulnerable, damage to crowd-controlled enemies. And it's a maximum 12%. So basically I'd be replacing this one. Well, that's a maximum 12% too. It's like it would be just a switch from 712. 85 to 712 is really all it's doing. And I'm increasing my lucky hit chance and my physical damage, and 11.5 vulnerable, which is the bottom of the vulnerable list. And maximum spirit, 11. I mean, whatever. Extra 15% to close enemies. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Crowd controlled enemies. I do need to put a socket in this thing though. It's a little better. I gotta go to the jeweler though. Thought about using this one, but I still have to go to the jeweler for that one too. Excuse me. 806, 3 ranks of trample. 796. It's only a little better. I mean, it's gonna be, it's tough to beat what I have, right? I mean, it's got 2 ranks of Hurricane and 3 ranks of Trample, which is not terrible, but I do use Trample a lot more than I use Hurricane. So basically what I would have to do is find a way to see 10.5 damage reduction from close enemies. It's not, you know, dying is not my biggest problem. I mean, yes, I need to up my defense as you always want to progress, but at the same time, it's doing more damage to other guys. Now, I don't know that I need 33 strength either. There's not a lot of things that are asking me to get stronger. Mostly, they're asking me to be smarter. So is this worth the switch? And then, of course, do I take the earth? I mean, I can't use what it already has. So it's my damage to elite enemies, which, by the way, I'm going to put one on. I'm going to upgrade this right now. So we're going to go here. Oh, wait, nope, wrong one. Damage to elite enemies. I'm going to go over my aspects, my new aspects, and put this really good one on here. Get a way better barrier on that puppy. Look at that, 4,800. Still be better. I mean, it can go up to 62. 62 would almost be 3 times what that one was. And it still would be pretty good. That's another 1,400. I mean, the 6,200 barrier. I mean, that's like more than my health. My health is only 3. This is like already more than my health. So a barrier that lets me basically be immune for 30 seconds. It just takes longer for it to burn off too, right? So the bigger it gets, the longer it takes to burn off, which means less time that you don't have it. So when you're in a fight with an elite, you got a pretty good chance of triggering that puppy and keeping it on, which is really nice. The more you can get barrier triggered, you know, if I have it up to 6,000, that's a pretty significant time of protection. And if it lasts for a little bit, assuming I don't have to. Anyway, so yeah, I'll go back to my equipment. What am I doing here? That one is a thing I was thinking about using. You know what? For now, I'm not using these. I'm just gonna take the item. Alright, so what else we got? I want to get this as an ancestral though. I wonder what the landslide damage, additional damage is. You know what? I'm gonna go check my little thing here. So I want to look at the rings. Oh, but it can't. It won't tell you what the aspects are. It doesn't do aspects. It just tells you what the... Because I'm curious what the ancestral aspects are. I guess this doesn't really show you that. It's not what this thing's for, man. Skill trees in active database. Yeah. Alright. See, this is what happens with me. Okay, this is the kind of gamer I am. I actually will spend time with this stuff. 691. I'll take this just because I can. I do need to go to the jeweler here now. I don't mind this stuff. I think it's alright. It does tend to keep me from, you know, getting other stuff done, but is this the one I was thinking about using? Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about using, so let's go ahead and put a socket in it. I have this stuff. That's not too expensive. Just so it's apples to apples with my other stuff, you know? Okay. Now, let's do some upgrades, shall we? I always stop one short because I'm not sure I'm ready to make that commitment. That's a big commitment to go to the next. This lets me compare really apples to apples now, because like, what is it now? It's a 732 at its current pace. Now this is better. This is 766, but this one here is a 685, so way lower. I'm gonna upgrade this one too. I wish they'd give you a lock. What I mean by a lock is, so you see the abilities to get rid of stuff. So like if I go here, and you can like mark it as junk, so it's quick to get rid of, or compare, link, equip, but there's not a way to actually lock it, so you can't accidentally delete it when you're going through your crap. So all right, so this one compares pretty much straight to it, but now you can kind of see what I've got. So basically I got cold resistance, which is more cold resistance. I would lose, of course, I'd gain fire resistance putting it back, but at the same time I get 31 shadow resistance, which I don't know how good that is. The resistances are kind of you don't have much choice, and they're both 31, so you know, take it. Lucky hit chance, of course that's not really comparable because they're not in the same scale range. But if I wanted to compare it to something that's got no abilities, but I can at least compare what its stuff is, I go here. Now this guy is a 786. Notice he has both cold and shadow that match, and it's also 1.9% higher after the upgrades. They both get lucky hit chance, but this one will be 1.1% higher, which is better. Physical damage. Okay, so this one only does 2.8. It's a loss of 2.8. 31% damage to stunned enemies. Now that is good. If I can figure out how to stun enemies, that's good. My trample's the only thing I know. So if I could get on top of them and start pummeling them while they're stunned, that could be really, really powerful. And I do. What I'll do a lot of times, I do a quick trample and I'll turn around, and then I do the pulverize to everybody behind me that's still alive, and some of those guys are probably stunned, thus making it so they take an extra 30% damage from my pulverize, which also does, you know, it wrecks them. So yeah. And then what does it do? Let's see. It's just one of these things does it. Pulverize creates a shockwave that travels forward, doing 100% of its damage to targets in the path. So basically everything it hits. I would like to get that as a legendary aspect. That would be nice. I wonder what that does. 110%, 120% more damage shooting out. It's even better. Really got to look at what I can put on there. The basic skills, 20% damage reduction. I mean, that's something. I don't know if it's the best thing. I don't use basic skills that much. I mean, it does give you 5.5%. 5.5 seconds, right? So if I'm smacking, my damage, they're harder to hit me while I'm using it. While I'm trying to charge up, it's actually nice because it reduces my damage. So it's good for that. Keeps me a little healthier. What am I finding this at the full 120, but still, I'm pretty happy with it. This one I haven't even upgraded any of the things on it. 2 ranks of all companion skills, which theoretically, if I got rid of my wolves, that would be pointless. So it would be cool to get a... See, I don't have anything here that does stun. And I have seen skills out there that might give me a way to stun creatures, but so far I haven't taken them. Just looking for ways to crowd control, honestly. Other than, like I said, other than my trample. Like if I go to my abilities and go look at skill tree and look at trample. Nope, this is my trample. Nope, it's debilitating roar. Where the heck is trample? Oh, here it is. Okay, trample. Bonus damage. This bonus damage for each enemy hit after the first. Shapeshift into a werebear, unstoppable, and charge forward, dealing blah blah blah. Knockback enemies. Enemies who are knocked back into terrain add an additional pile of damage. And are stunned for 3.5 seconds. Casting trample grants. See, now this is interesting. Giving me 20% of my spirit back is actually pretty nice. Not 20 spirit back. It's still better than nothing, right? It's one less thing I can't do. It's more pulverizing, more stuff. I like, but finding ways to stun consistently. I need to find good stunning capabilities. I think stun has kind of been the one I've been looking for, but I haven't really found a good means to get rid of it. Or to get it out there. Debilitating roar. Slows. Pulverize. You know what? Maybe I should switch. My pulverize will give me 2 seconds of stunning, which means like the second hit, if I get multiple of them in there, that plus the stunning effect for stunned enemies. Oh, they have to be overpowered by pulverize. I mean, it's not that that doesn't happen very often. It does happen, probably pretty good. This is kind of risky, because if I make this switch, I'm getting myself stronger with the overpower damage. Overpowered, stunned for 2 seconds. Now, I don't know how often the pulverize goes, but it does do stuff. I guess I'll see, because it always does the little swirls in their head. I guess I'll start seeing how effective it is. Let's do it. I'm going to try it. I just want to see if that's a better thing. Losing 20% defense, but whatever. Now, why you ask did I not destroy this item here? Mostly because I don't know if I want to. This item is on the docket. I mean, if I destroy this, I'll be taking the landslide off of it. But this item is really good, and I'm really debating taking this guy's landslide and putting it on this item. Let's go deposit this stuff, and like I said, go do a quick dungeon. Shouldn't be keeping all these. I think a lot of these weren't meant to be kept, but well. I have probably quite a few things in my inventory that don't need to be kept. It doesn't mean I need endless inventory. It just means I gotta clean it up, man. It's kind of like, why do you need people who build like sheds in their backyards so they can store all their crap? It's like, are you gonna go out there and get your crap? No, you're gonna leave it in there. Sell the crap. Get rid of it. Do a garage sale. You don't need it, man. All right. I'm gonna stop ranting for the moment. Okay, so let's go see what I got here. 21, 21, 22, 20, 23. Let's do a 23. I don't know that I've ever done a 23. I feel like I might be... Do I have a 24? 24? Nope, just 23. So let's do a 23. You deal 15% more frost damage. I don't even do frost damage. Frost damage. Shadow damage? Nudging evade. Using evade pushes enemies back. What good is this more damage if I don't actually do that kind of damage? That's not useful. Ugh. We're just looking at the penalty crap. That ought to be fun. Let's use the lazy maneuver. I don't like it, but I'm gonna do it. I don't agree with its existence, but since it does exist, I'm not gonna be stubborn about it. I'm just gonna use it. I can't even find it. Where the heck is it? What is that? Party must conquer air. You mean I can't actually go in there? Since when is there something I can't do? What? Complete. Party must conquer Ahriman's pyre. Where is Ahriman's pyre? Weird. I didn't know there was anything I had never done. It must be a. Oh, it must be like that. It must be Ahriman's pyre. I haven't. Yeah, I haven't done all strongholds in that area. I think I've done all the other ones. Okay, so where's this thing at? I can teleport to it if I can find it. Probably should have looked at it, huh? Should have said, hey. What's the earliest people have beaten the capstone dungeon? You know, basically the end of game dungeon. What's the earliest people have beaten that? Okay, I can't find. Oh, there it is. Alright. And then, oh yeah, here's one. People are complaining that they have to go in the dungeon. It drops you at the door. Oh, don't make me click on the dungeon. I want to be inside the dungeon when I get there. Oh, look. What are they talking about? Oh, no, I am. I'm not. Okay, I thought maybe I was. It felt like I was inside the dungeon. Alright. Reduce cooldown of your evade. I don't want to do that. Let's see if there's one that I just reduce damage, because I'm going to be taking extra damage. Lightning resist, fire resist, increase overpower damage by 20%. Then dodge chance, increase thorns. I don't do thorns. Increase lucky hit chance by 30%. 30%. I don't even know what my lucky hit chance is, if I have anything with lucky hit chance on it. Maximum life by 30%. Let's do that one. I'll increase my fortify too. Alright, let's go. Let's see how long it takes me to get through 23. I'm hoping to be done by 6:30. There we go. This is a cramped little room here. I don't know, I've been in here. Yeah, I've been in here. Never mind. That worked pretty good. That was a pretty good first round of killing stuff. Wait a minute. Oh, there's like lower levels. Looking at the little tiny map in the corner. Hello. So you can see, I'm still not that guy who just wrecks people. I mean, I kill a lot of stuff, but I mean, there's people out there. I just see them. They walk through areas and everybody just melts. It's like they're. Oh yeah, see, I have trouble with one guy. Alright. What do I have to do? Just travel to the hunting grounds? That's all? That's all, man? That's all I gotta do? So, no, Polarize does seem to kick in pretty, or the stunning does seem to kick in quite a bit. Oh, you dog. Snake. I don't like to fight with one guy. It's like a waste of my time. Let's just find some dudes to fight with. Hello. It's so much more effective just to kill everything in droves, you know. Kill them all together. Let them get all nice and cozy, and you get a couple of your abilities and skills powered up, and then you say, all right, now I'm ready to kill you. Things like that. You just plow through them. So much more effective. The only drawback is these little turrets here. It's like once you kill him, his spider decides to jump off and continue the fight. It's kind of like having two forms, with spider and without. Oh, he's vampiric. I hate vampiric. The spider that rides on his back though ain't very tough. It's like a bonus to kill it. It's like, if you want to kill it. I do like that these towers that you have, that they make you stronger. What am I doing here? Still collecting animus. Alright. Ah! Bombs. Just me and you now, buddy. And you're not a summoner, so... You know what? I think the problem is he's got this stupid suppressor thing on, which can't hurt. He won't take damage from anything that does range damage. So like what? Well, that did do some damage, I guess. Huh. Alright, now maybe he will. I thought it did. I think it's not supposed to take damage from range attacks. Basically, any attack I think that starts from outside of his bubble. So I go into my little pulverize thing, and the point of that is to actually kind of catch him with an overpower. So, you know, hit him, charge up, and then just go bam, 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 hope one of those is an overpower. If it is, then most likely when he's wounded he'll die. Ah, stupid stun. Apparently, I need to get more animus. Still missing. Which is weird, I don't know what an animus is. What's that? The essence of an animal? Essence, animus. Wait, is this where I came in? It is. Dang it. Well, where the heck is this? Did I miss? Oh, he's down there. I walked right past him. That's lame. So, is that really far? Wow. I'm looking at the stream on here and it's showing. Oh, it froze. Wow. That's nice. Oh, wait. Did it freeze? No, I guess it didn't freeze. I don't know. Like it froze. Huh. Can't go in there. Gotta go get Animus Boy. 6:24, I got 6 minutes. Taking too long. I gotta go upstairs and figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Oh, that is the boss. You don't have any friends? You didn't bring any friends with you? You are not that hard, my friend. Alright. So far, haven't been that challenging. 23. I'm gonna have to start buying some 25s, 26s, 27s. I went and did a 22 earlier. I found it a lot more challenging. Or 23, I mean last time, but I've done some upgrades, obviously. Of course, I speak now, and you know, I'd be surprised when I go. Just haven't gone into the dungeon far enough to get my lunch here. Destroy the Ward of Eyes. What is that? I don't know what a Ward of Eyes is, but there's 3 of them. Ah! Oh, that's the Lord of Eyes, okay. I think some would just say I'm stubborn. My wolves aren't. I mean, they're like level 7. They're like they've got quite a few enhancements on them, but they are not. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Woo-hoo. What the heck? Ah! The stupid stun lasers kept stunning me and I couldn't move. Freaking stun lasers. I should have gotten out of there. I know better than to stay in rooms like that. Man, there are a lot of dudes here, and they are not going down, man. Is he vampiric? No, he's just Tempest. Finally getting these guys to go down. These guys are seriously guarding this thing. Oops. Stuff there. Like, wow, they did not want me to get that at all. They were dead set on putting an end to my little trip. They did kill me once. That was unfortunate. You know, it's like I was watching another Diablo guy complain about Diablo. The only time I ever die is to the stun. Yeah, that's because that crowd control stuff is a thing. That's part of the game. So it's like, yeah, a lot of people would never die if they didn't get stunned or crowd control. What am I doing here? Huh. What do I have to do? Protect the wandering soul? What does that mean? Stay with him? What the heck? Where'd he go? I lost him. I don't know where that wandering soul went. Can't protect him anymore. I have no idea where he disappeared to. I totally lost him. Where's he at? Did you guys kill the wandering soul? I do not know where he went. Oh well, obviously I failed at protecting him because I have no idea where he went. He just disappeared. Oh, there he is. Hey, guy. Yeah, well, I lost you. If you wouldn't have disappeared and looked like everybody else. Whatever. You gotta, I think you have to stay right with him in order for you to succeed. And it's like if you lose track of where he went in the crowd, then you can't really defend him, right? Apparently I've done what the Nightmare Dungeon required of me, which is funny because now I can kill them without actually going into the crowd. Híjole! Look at that! You're trying to kill me. I don't want to kill you guys because I still don't like you. I will take advantage of my hey, he blocked me out. The nerve. You know, letting me go in my room. Híjole. He actually blocked me out. It's like, I know what you're doing. You're trying to hide in your little protection dome. Plus I want this chest that this guy is protecting. Híjole, man, what the heck is that guy hitting me with? Oh, I didn't see that he did that. Oh, is he a vampiric? Oh, I may be here all day fighting him. I hate these vampirics. I can't fight a vampiric. Look at that guy keeps healing himself. I hate that. Terrifying, shadow enchanted. Electrifying obelisks. I don't know what that means. He doesn't say that he's freaking A. What the heck are those things? Look, it does heal him. Alright, I'm not fighting with him anymore. I don't care. I can't kill these guys that can keep healing themselves. I don't even know how you're supposed to fight him. I mean, I can pound on him all day, but it won't matter because... See, look, he heals up. Look, 100%. He's not vampiric, so I don't know how he's doing that. See, look. I'll get him down, and then he just 100% heals himself. Ah, got him. Amazing. I do like that grave dust. I mean, that's one of those things you have to kind of like find. Alright, let's go do whatever this is. I get 48 XP. I'm at level 11 on this thing. That was one. Can't remember. Oh. For every 5 intelligence purchased with range, damage effects. One of these things I thought I leveled up the level. For every 5 dex purchased within range, core skills deal 3.2% extra damage. That one poisons. No, it doesn't poison. For every intelligence range, increase poison. No, it's not the one I was looking for. Intelligence, he deals extra overpower damage, which is nice. This is the other one I'm using. For every 5 dexterity purchase within range, you deal +1 increased damage to vulnerable targets. So this actually just lets you, with this, they always get vulnerable for 3, and that's why I need to get that one up. I don't really need to level it though, because the 1% you get, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just, it's nothing. It's not worth it. There's so many, there's better ways to get that. So I just assume level this one up and take the vulnerable for 3 seconds. But I would like to find one that does like stun or something. Alright, well, that's it. I said I was going to stop, so. I did it. Got a dungeon done. Got through with my half an hour. I mean, I was a little late, but not too bad. Anyway, till later. I'm going to probably do some painting. We'll see. Maybe tonight. Take it easy.